Hi, how are you?
Thank you. How are you doing?
Good, good. Thanks for doing this.
Oh, that's all right. I've got nothing else to do anyway. It's fine.
So how did all the brands start? Like, how did you decide to start this Onda Clothing brand?
um, well, I'm quite like creative and
Mhm.
I started doing bleach stuff just out of clothes that I already had. And then I thought I saw loads of stuff like on Urban Outfitters of like tie dye. And I
Mhm.
thought I could probably just do that myself. So I bought like a little kit and I did that on a few bits. And then I thought I could probably just sell these because there's not really much else to do. Um, and then I started putting Instagram stories up of things that I'd done, and it got quite a good response. So I thought I'm definitely gonna, go a bit more into this. And then I just thought about colours I should use, like colours that I would wear, and and then I made the Instagram, and I've also got a Depop page. So it kind of just went from there, and then I sort of do what people are after, so what they message me about. And that's
Yeah. I mean, they're really cool. I love them.
yeah.
Yeah. And so you started making them from your own clothes first, and then you started buying them online? Because
Yeah,
obviously it's harder to get them now with the quarantine. So are you
yeah.
just buying them online, or are you as well recycling some of your clothes, or how do you?
Um, at the start, what I was doing was just using my clothes. But obviously, I don't have that much stuff that I could give away in bulk. So I started ordering stuff, but um, I get them all from the same sort of place. So I just get like them in bulk. Um, and I have to kind of do that now just because obviously I can't go shopping. I can't go to like anywhere else. And it is a bit annoying because I have to wait for like delivery and all that kind of stuff. But it's all right. It comes in time.
And how did you get the idea? Like, are you studying fashion before these, or is it just a hobby, or?
Um, I don't study fashion. I did think maybe I should have done that at uni because it's always been sort of something I'm really interested in. And I sort of it's my sort of thing. Like that's just what I pride myself on. Um, and it's definitely a career that I want to go into, whether it is making my own clothes or just in a fashion company. So that's another thing I kind of thought this is like my interest. It's going to take up my time as something that I like, and it'll probably be quite beneficial for me when I'm looking for a job because it's kind of like my own experience.
Fair enough. Because so you said you started these brand when you were like during the quarantine. So
Yeah.
you done anything before the quarantine, or was this just like just out of boredom and started?
Um, I hadn't ever thought to do dyeing, just because I think it's kind of just come into style. So it's kind of quite a new fashion trend that's sort of come back round. Um, and because it's so easy to do, I thought I'm definitely going to just try and do this myself. Um, I've never really made my own clothes before this, but that's just because I don't really know how to. Like, I don't really know how to sew and stuff like that. But I do always have ideas in my head of things I could do with stuff that I own if I had the materials and things.
Yeah.
Um,
And are you thinking of doing any different designs, or I don't know, do you have anything in mind apart from the tie dye, or is it just gonna?
I've got some bleach stuff which I'm actually showing today. For now, it'll just be tie dye, but it'll be different styles, and I've got different pieces coming out
Mhm.
next week. Um, just because it's the easiest thing for me to access at the moment.
Yeah.
I've not really thought about anything else because, as I said, I don't really know how to make clothes and stuff. So, if I could, I would. But this is just probably the best thing for me right now.
um, and how is this project, just like the fact of doing something, helping you cope with everything that's going on?
Oh, massively. Like I'm really busy. Like every day I wake up and I'm motivated to do what I've got to do, and I'm not sitting around lazing around, and that's quite important for me because I get really like down if I'm like that. The only thing is it is quite stressful. So while it's time consuming, it is pretty stressful when things like run out of stock because of quarantine. Like it's taking really long for things to restock, and then I have to deal with people being upset and things like that. So that's the only downside, but everything else is, I'm really glad I'm doing it. Yeah, definitely.
And because obviously you must have started with your friends first, and then you got a bit bigger and started selling everywhere else, right? So yeah, how is that? Like just from selling to your own friends and then just, I don't know, getting random people that you don't even know ask for your clothes. How?
It's a nice feeling because you realise people do like what you're doing, but also at the start I felt a lot of pressure because I was like, oh gosh, like if I mess up their order I have to redo it all, and if it was just my friend I would just be like, can you just take it, because things do go wrong, and you know it's a lot more pressure to give to people you don't know, especially when they're paying you, and that's quite a new thing if you've not ever had like a business or that kind of thing before. But it's nice to know that people are talking about it and like they're interested.
And is it all just what you have online, what you have on your Instagram, or do people actually like say, no, I want this specific, like, I don't know, shirt, and then I want this color? Is it more?
The thing that happens with that is mainly boys. They'll message and say like, can I have a t-shirt? And when I started out I was doing t-shirts, and then I just stopped because I just thought people wouldn't want them as much, but it's the main thing that boys are after. But no one's really asked me no for anything else, just because I kind of stay in the like on my Depop I'll put available in these colours, so no one really bothers to ask. That's fine though.
Yeah, I mean, it's less work for you.
Yeah.
And are you gonna keep doing that? Are you gonna continue with it after the quarantine, or are you just gonna do it for now and then just stop while this is over?
I think because I'm at uni, it's a bit tricky for me to plan how long I can do it for, because for example like I need the washing machine a lot, and if you're in a uni house it's not very practical for me to just like hog it the whole time. I would love to carry it on because obviously it's a good way of getting income as well, but I think what I'll probably do is just do it until the end of summer, and then I'll go back to uni and just do the occasional bit, but I probably won't carry it on to the extent that I am. But my aim is to grow over summer like as much as possible, because we've still got like a couple months where I can build on it. So we'll just see. I don't know. I'll see how successful it gets.
Hopefully a lot. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
But were you expecting to, get other people to order it? Like, were you expecting the followers that you have, or was it just?
Not really, no. Because my friends obviously all brought stuff. I didn't originally plan to have it on Depop, and that's the main platform that I'm selling on, because that's the best way to get your name out, I suppose. But I didn't expect to get other people to like it, but I'm still got quite a long way to go. Like I'm still pretty on the low, so that's what I need to work on, I think.
And do you think it's better for this kind of business to be smaller and then just sell whatever you have to sell, like, I don't know, to your friends and other people, or do you actually want to get bigger? Do you think that's better for this kind of business you've created?
For me, no, just because then I'd have to hire other people, and this is sort of more a personal project for me. and something that I want to achieve, like to say that I've done. I can understand why people would want to get bigger, because if they have the time, then they should. But if I was out of uni, I definitely would consider it and like put a lot more work into getting as big as I could, but probably not for me personally, just because it's hard enough as it is doing orders on your own. It's very time consuming, so it'd be a bit tricky.
Well, at least you've got a hobby right now, so that's
Yeah, I know.
main. Well, yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about.
Okay, cool.
You know, um, what you were doing and getting to know you and your brand. So yeah, thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much for doing it. It's been cool.
Yeah, well, thank you so much.
That's
And
okay.
good luck with it.
Yeah, have a nice day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.